Hey friends, Will Silvers here, driver Mojo. Want to talk to you about charging, taking a break to charge your electric vehicle when you're driving for Uber. Oh, the comments I get on this just amaze me. The comments are, well, while you're down for charging, sitting at a charger, I'm out making money. Okay, let's compare what it takes to fuel the vehicle. All right, I took 36 minutes to top up at this last pit stop at a cost of $8, and it was equated to about 13 cents a mile that was added. Now, I wasn't low, but I decided to take my break at a time that's before peak, before surges happen, before people are letting out of the bars, and before people are letting out for the airport. I want to be topped up. Okay, so on average, I can spend $0 on that charge up to 80%, or I can spend up to $12 on that charge up and duck out for anywhere from a half hour to an hour, depending on how low I've let it run and how fast the charger goes. Now, Nissan is not the fastest fast charger. What takes me an hour takes a Tesla 20-30 minutes in and out. Nonetheless, even using the slowest of fast chargers, 50 kilowatt hour that the Nissan Plug offers, I duck out and get to relax, eat my food, do whatever I want, check email. I just ran to the gas station, used the restroom on my electric scooter that's in the back. I rode to the gas station, bought some Monster energy drinks, and got back, did some busy work, cleaned some windows, got ready to go. Topped up 36 minutes, and I'm back on the road. Okay, now, in contrast, if you drive all night long in a gasoline engine, how many hours does it take you to earn the money for that gas? Think about it. If you're putting in a $40 bill into your gas tank and you make $20 an hour on Uber, and that's being generous, that's 2 hours that it took you to power up your vehicle. So you didn't get to relax or take a break. You had to drive 2 extra hours and wear and tear on that vehicle for 2 more extra hours to power your vehicle. As where I had to just do one pickup for this $8, one pickup, and my energy is topped up and paid for. So the comparison is, I get to relax and fuel up my vehicle, or I'm asleep and it's fueling up while I'm at home, and I walk out and it's full and ready to go for less than $6. And I start my day with a full tank, a full battery. Or I go and take my break mid-shift, top back up at one of these. Sometimes it's free. There's some free ones. I could have gone to the free one over there, but I knew it was slower. It was a 20 kilowatt hour free one at the Nissan dealership. I opted to go ahead and pay and get back on the road quickly because we've got Pacers in town and I want to hit this surge. So you time your charging and you get to relax and take a break while your vehicle is being fueled up. There's 2 different schools of thought here. You can relax, get your vehicle topped up, or you can just run your car to death, run yourself to death, and work for the fuel, work 2 to 3 hours just to cover your expenses of the day. If you're working as an Uber, you got to work smarter, not harder. Now, think what you want about electric cars, but they're fun to drive, they're very efficient, and they're just very quiet and a relaxing drive, and people like it. The experience is worth it. If you've never driven one, go get educated. Just take one for a drive, and you'll understand. Push that pedal and feel, how you're going to go back in the seats, and then you'll get it. And then to realize that there's things you don't have to pay for. You don't have to work yourself to death for the fuel pump. You don't have to. There's another way. I've had this car in service for Uber since May of 2019. It saves me $1,000 a month in fuel because that's what I was spending. Yeah, I was driving a larger vehicle, Dodge Grand Caravan, but what are you spending a week as a full-time driver for Uber? Do the math. Keep track of those expenses. These things that how many miles are you getting per gallon? What does that equate to per mile? I can charge mine up for 13 cents a kilowatt hour. That's really extremely cheap. 200 miles divided by $6. I need to do that math, but where I just fast charged that was 13 cents a mile. That's pretty cheap. You're not going to pay that using a gas vehicle. And then you have to factor in all the things that you buy with a gas vehicle. You buy oil changes, you buy brake pads, you buy starters, alternators, all those disposable, the filters and pumps and emission stuff and exhaust, and in addition to what I buy, washer fluid, windshield wipers, some tires. And no, I don't spend $2,000 on tires. $130 per tire with road warranty. Get them replaced if they get some kind of road hazard. And these are the same kind of tires that's on Tesla, the constant contact, Continental constant contact, and those are great. They're quiet, very quiet, and not very expensive. So weigh your costs. This Uber is a money-making business. In the rule of any business, increase your profits by reducing your expenses. Buy an asset that is going to provide you with a path to make money. Oh, what if the battery dies? Okay, if the battery dies in this car now, the car is paid for. It doesn't matter. I'll just buy the next car or consider replacing the battery. Same thing you would do if you had anything major go wrong with your gas vehicle. Oh, the transmission went out. You're going to weigh it in your mind. Oh, the motor went out in your car. Okay, you're going to weigh it in your mind. I'm going to either replace that motor or I'm going to trade it in and get the next vehicle. Most people trade vehicles every 3-4 years. 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, I've had this one since May of 19. I want the Tesla Cybertruck, so that's as soon as they call my number on that, hey, maybe that's the next thing. So, just trying to share with my experience. Drive what you want, but be smart about it, man. There's money to be had out here driving these electric vehicles. Low cost, low maintenance, 185,000 miles I've put on this one, and I'm still on the original brake pads. Why? Because there's an extra set of brakes on these things called regenerative braking. You push the pedal, you go. You let off the pedal, it slows down. It'll come to a natural stop. You don't use the friction brakes very often. I just had these tires replaced on the front due to a pothole incident, again, in Indianapolis. But got the tires on and had the guy look at the brakes, and he's like, you might consider, they're starting to get almost to the point where I'd say yes, get them. Okay, cool. 187,000 miles on this car, and they're just now starting to consider getting them fixed. Okay, by the time I get the next set of tires, I will probably about 190,000. I will probably get the brake pads replaced on there. No big deal. All right, so that's my spiel for today. Hope you're out there making some money. Hope everybody's being safe. Driver Mojo, we out.